Hey everyone, so this is my fourth chemo update. This treatment has also been very mild compared to the first one, which I'm really thankful for. I don't know if it's gotten better than the third one necessarily, but it's more or less on par, except that I don't have any stomach pains yet. Maybe I'm making this fourth update too early, I'm not sure. I made it a little bit earlier than my third one, but I haven't really had any stomach problems. Slight achiness maybe, a bit of discomfort, but no actual cramping, which is awesome. Fatigue, same as like number 2 and number 3, really bad, but I was still able to hang out with my partner and watch like TV series, listen to podcasts. I was still able to entertain myself for most of the day, even though I did have to nap a bit more. And I've had minor mouth pains really only when I eat. When like I bite, like the first few bites, it'll be kind of quite painful, and then after that it will subside. So that's really good on the symptoms front, even though this whole thing sucks. The symptoms are kind of getting better in that sense. My chemo brain's getting worse, my hair's falling out, I have to fill in my eyebrows every day. And I think in terms of my symptoms, they're probably getting better, or at least I'm kind of managing them better, and they're really frustrating, but I feel like it's more the emotional stuff is starting to hit me more now, like because I am seeing myself change visually, especially after like I shower, because like my eyebrows will be a lot thinner and I can see my hair stick to my scalp more, and I can see where the part is and how it's just getting wider and wider. And I don't want to shave it off yet because I feel like the comfort that my hair gives me at the moment is greater than the discomfort or the stress that it gives me when I see like the part and the thinning. But seeing myself change visually is really hard, and it's hitting me more now, and it makes me really anxious to just like not even look at myself in the mirror, which is really sad because you know I generally like the look of me. I think everyone has their insecurities, and I definitely still have mine, but I care about myself, and I want to keep treat myself like I treat my friends. And I like myself. Maybe I don't love all aspects of me, and maybe I struggle with parts of me, but I like myself, and I generally like myself in the mirror in general. And so looking at myself and kind of like recoiling and being like, oh, like you're getting, I know it's not that bad yet. Like I know maybe this is just the transition part that's hard, and then after it will just get better. But I'm starting to realize that, yeah, I really am going to look different. I've also been struggling with getting worried about the damage that chemo is doing, because I think I already mentioned about my heart, that my heart sometimes does weird things, and I'm just so paranoid that something's going to go wrong with my heart, and that I'm just slowly damaging. And then I get these stupid little head spaces where I can like see my body, like the little cells or something just kind of like getting eaten away by the chemo. And it's like, don't think those things, don't see that happening. Like the chemo, yes, it's killing parts of you, but it's killing the bad parts too. Hopefully the PET scan will hopefully tell me that it's killing the bad parts too, and it will recover. I will reduce, like I will get better. It's gonna all come back. But it's hard to tell yourself that, especially when you do have the other symptoms like the fatigue or the mouth pains, and then you have the emotional stuff starting to get to you. And I think linked to that, and linked to seeing myself in the mirror and getting upset about it sometimes, is the whole chemo brain thing, which I have the video out that I just made, where you're not really you're not 100% you, and I can see myself getting less and less me because of things like chemo brain, not being able to talk properly or write properly or do other stuff properly. And then when I look at myself, I don't look 100% me. Like I look sick. Well, I'm starting to look sick. So they're the things that have been hard at this time, and I think that they will probably continue. The more emotional stuff, the stuff to do with you and what you're able to do and capable of, and even things like when I'm fatigued, yeah, sure, it's better than the first time because that was just so bad. I'm glad that it's never hopefully going to be like that again. But even things like helping my family and a partner like clean up after I eat. Like they do so much for me, giving me all this food and helping me out and stuff like that, and then I can't even just like clean the dishes because like I'm just so fatigued during those days. And I know that, you know, I should just put my energy into just laying down and resting and whatever, but it's just little things like that. It's like, that's not me just to leave the dirty dishes there. That's not me to just abandon you guys. Like, yeah, it's just stupid. But on a, I guess, more positive note, I was able to go to my graduation about a week ago. Yeah, it was 2 days after my 4th chemo session, so I was on the down. I'll put photo and little video here while I keep talking. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed myself. I was really tired and I didn't do that much, and most of the time during the ceremony I was just like closing my eyes, waiting as they like read out all the names and clapped all the people through, and then I was like, oh, it's my turn, and then I just like jumped up and grabbed it and smiled and then went back down and then closed my eyes again as I tried to just keep the energy in. And I was able to get some nice photos with family. I wanted to wear, you know, fancy heels and go another level of fanciness, but unfortunately with chemo and fatigue, there's like no way I was going to be on high heels. I was like, I'm not risking that. That's going to be potentially dangerous. And especially on that stage with all these people watching me, I'm not going to like fall down and then, no, that's just no. I'm not doing that. But all in all, it was really nice. And I also got a lovely betta fish, or a Siamese fighting fish, I believe they're called. He's absolutely beautiful. Me and my partner called him Hypnos. I think it's a pretty badass name, although maybe it's cheesy, I don't know, because he hypnotized us. I don't know. I thought we were really silly. But yeah, he's beautiful, and I just hope that we can treat him right and give him all the stuff that he needs, because I got really anxious as soon as we got him. Probably partly because the chemo was making me just feel, my body feel weird, and then my brain associated this weird feeling in my body to potentially like hypnose and thinking that I'm anxious. But I think it's anxiety and the chemo making my body feel weird to make me feel even more anxious. But as soon as we got him, I was like, I don't know how to take care of a fish, because like I've always taken care of dogs, and I've had dogs like my whole life, so I feel like I have a good grasp on dogs, and I feel like dogs communicate more to you, so you kind of know more what they need and what they don't need. But a fish, like something in the water, like the temperature needs to be right, and then I started worrying about that and the food and just everything. I just started worrying about everything, which people probably don't even care that much generally with fish. But now I'm more relaxed. He seems happy and he's blowing bubbles, which apparently is a good sign, so that's good. If you want to write anything and share any of your own thoughts or experiences with chemo, cancer, graduation, or maybe even fish, write them down below, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Cool. Bye.